The Apple magazine with the giant logo on the back of it.
It's saddle stitch, too.
Flip.
Faded out.
So this was the first episode that we did where we're like, let's get into the character development. Let's really...
Right, let's make it different from PvP, but with the same flavor.
Yeah. As if nobody knows the relationship between Brent and Skull. As if someone other than my fans would have found this. I think we'd also kind of... I like that. That was awesome.
The little gesture.
That gesture cutting back. We had talked to the animators a lot about staying on model with Jade, and they were finally getting it down. We should talk about Dino and Skull. Dino Andrade as the voice of Skull, we knew from the beginning that we liked it, right?
Yeah.
But, boy, man, when people first heard his voice, there was almost a mutiny among fans.
Well, people wanted to hear, I'm Skull, I'm the big dumb
Yeah,
Skull.
or Brad Garrett, like, hey, Brent, it's time to go. You know, like, I'm giant, so my voice is deep.
Right.
But I just never, I don't know. It was a battle I was not willing to.
I'm really glad that that Dino's doing it, though.
Here's our first mailed-in title card because we forgot to do something, and at the last minute had to get in a scratch hissing.
They did good.
Bob Bray.
Cracked me up.
God dang. Bob Bray was the greatest. I never thought they would pull off this quick through the party, but they did it.
Yeah. Look at Skull.
Oh, he's sad, guys. Don't you see? This is the most... Was this... I can't hear it, but didn't it have, like, super, like, racist music?
I hear it in my ear, yeah.
This blindfold. Is it Spanish, Flea?
No, it's not.
It should be. Boy, don't you remember the first time they animated that?
The first time they did the piano, it was a puff of smoke.
It was like...
like the coyote landing on the bottom of the cliff.
Yeah. And we were like, no, go back and fix that. But Dino really knocked it out of the park for us every time.
Yeah. Just listening to his different takes was always fun.
I like the way that Francis is...
Ooh.
Oh, he...
Frown. That is awesome.
That is a great cut. The animators really... Here we go. Explaining how I wanted that, I never thought they would pull off the face stretch.
There's Starslip.
Starslip.
ELO reference. We were going to try and put an ELO reference in every episode.
Yeah, we never got around to that, did we?
Most of them. This guy's face cracks me up.
Every single time I see it. So the dialogue for this guy, we could not cut any of it because we felt it was so important and funny. But then, every time I watch this episode, I think to myself, God, this goes on forever.
I thought it would be faster, and I thought we'd be cutting to the other guys looking like, man, don't care.
I guess before we put it on the DVD, we can fix that.
I also love that the jug is attached.
Yeah. Here, the animators really loved that cut. They were very proud of that. And then Brent constantly fighting.
I wish I could remember what all the signs in the background say. There's one there that says, ask your parents for more money.
The great backgrounds of Chris Stroud, play safe. Yeah, ask your parents for more money.
Magic time.
No frowning allowed. I have to go pee. We had written a bunch of parts for Will Wheaton, knowing that at one point we were going to try to get him to do a voice. And I think the guy that shows up here in a second was originally supposed to be a Will Wheaton character, but...
This was really interesting because how they worked the door.
Yeah.
Because the way the door is drawn, like the background, it doesn't quite work. It doesn't interact with your characters the same way that...
But yeah, we ended up with a Scooby-Doo moment where it's like, oh, obviously that door's going to move because it's painted differently. Hey, how is Skull pissing if he has no genitals? What is he doing? Is he just faking the pee
He's
right
just
now?
playing in the water.
I love this drag out. Whoa!
Yeah, I think they sped it up.
What? This was such a difficult thing. How
Yeah.
many times do we go back and forth with them on this?
Oh yeah, it was like dynamite on paper, and it's pretty good here, but
We we really wanted these guys to be a little more terrifying than they actually turned out to be.
I went back and I redrew them to put a little more like something is wrong with them,
That is-
like put a bolt in their arm and stuff.
I think they're frightening on their own now. The
I
way
like
they
the
turned
arms
out.
here.
Didn't the porpoise end up with a cougar sound
Yes,
effect?
the 4% they have. Wow, wow.
Oh boy. Not like how Brent is just continuing to eat.
Yeah.
It's hard to show Brent looking disinterested because he really doesn't have any eyes. That's a good transition too.
More good backgrounds too. The lights.
Yeah,
that was them, not me.
That was yeah. That's the funny thing is like we would get frustrated with the animators because they wouldn't get the pinata hit right, but then when we wouldn't ask them for something, we'd get something awesome.
Yeah.
Like the lights back here. Big ups to Dino for bringing Skull to life for us.
Like apparently Brent lives in a prison. I didn't give his room a lot of character.
No. Up, here we are. Quick cuts.
There we go.
See?
That feels better.
And this marks the last time ever that the credits will change. Doesn't matter who was in the episode, who spoke it, who drew it.
They don't really need a change though. We don't need like a clever little tag at the end.
No, that's true.
We could just leave it be. There were 2 sound engineers. I did not know that.
I did not know that either. Piano. Fade on a piano. I'm going to say that every commentary. Fade on a piano. Fade out. Guitar.
Guitar.
Whistle. Ah, the repeated typing, chewing.
The munching and the